You want to judge me? You think because of what you say, what you feel, and what you think about me, I'm supposed to change who I am because of you? You better think again. Hello, my name is Demetri Betts, and you're watching Don't Give Up. I am so glad to be back with you now. It's been a long time since I made a new video, but we have a new video, and I really believe that this video is going to be really good for you. I know even me talking about it today is good for me, and it's called Judge Me Not. There are two types of huge judgments. One is called social situation judgment, where people judge you based on your social situation, and you have no control over that. And there's other judgments, which is mistakes, where people want to judge you over your mistakes and predetermine your future and your destiny based on your past mistakes. What's wrong with people? Let's first talk about social situation judgment. That sounds like social situation judgment. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, and it's a hard thing. Now, I was poor, living on the streets. I had no family. I went through lots of crazy crap, and there was these two brothers who had this store in my city, and let's call them Ted and Terry. They're two brothers, and they had this really cool store, and all the kids wanted to come to the store because they had cool rock t-shirts and bongs and all kinds of paraphernalia, cool paraphernalia for smoking weed, you know. And they would always take these kids to their house and get them high and everything. And I wanted to be one of those kids. I wanted to be like all the other kids. I wanted to go to Ted and Terry's house and get high too. But they didn't like me. They were completely separated me and set me aside because I was different. And I remember one time Terry said to me, he said, Demetri, well, my name was Tony then, but he said, Tony, he said, you are trash, and you will always be trash. And when he said that, a cloud went over my head, and everywhere I went, there was this cloud that I am trash. So I was always depressed because I thought I was nothing. So maybe it was true. I respected him, I believed in him, I looked up to him, and this man who I believed in, I respected, and I looked up to, said I was trash. So of course I believed it. And when I thought about my future, and I thought about my destiny, I thought, I can never be anybody, I can never do anything. Why? Because I'm trash. And that cloud just covered my head for the longest time. I was judged on my social situation. I couldn't help that I was poor. I couldn't help that I lived on the street. I couldn't help that I had no mother or father. But people judged me about those things that I could not help. I couldn't help that I was skinny, like even now, I wanted to get bigger, but I couldn't. But people judged me based on these things. And people may judge you on your social situation. Maybe you're not the richest. Maybe people say that you're not the prettiest, or people say that you're fat, or whatever it is. You cannot let that cloud come over you, because it does not determine who you are nor who you will be. Their judgments have nothing to do with who you are. And it doesn't matter how much you respect them, how much that you think that you love them, or whatever it is. If their words are not helping to build you up, to make you a better person, then you don't need them. You don't need them in your life. There are too many people telling you how bad you are, how wrong you are, how many things you need to change. So you can erase that zero, and find positive people who will tell you positive things about your life like I am right now. I'm not going to judge you over your social situation, and nor should anybody else. You can't determine where you come from, your past, but you can determine where you're going, and you can take control of that and go forward. Now the next one is your mistakes. Now, everyone makes mistakes. I made huge mistakes this weekend, actually. We all make mistakes, but you cannot let people determine who you are by your mistakes. Yes, I was a drug addict. Yes, an alcoholic. Yes, all these many things that I did. It's true. But that's not who I am now. Even though I may still have struggles in my life now, because I do. I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. But I'm not going to let people's judgments You know, people right now, I'm Christian, and people say, oh my God. One boy said to me, you know, you don't look like a Christian. And I thought, I don't look like a Christian. And I told him, I said, take a pencil and paper and draw me what a Christian is supposed to look like. The Bible says this, and I don't want to preach, but it says that man looks on the outside. The way you look, the mistakes you make, the problems you had, but God looks at the heart. And for me, that was the biggest thing that I ever wanted in my life, and even now, is to have someone who can see past this, my mistakes, all the dirt, and see my heart, who I want to be, how I want to love people. And God can see this. And also, the Bible says, whoever who has no sin cast the first stone. And basically there was a woman in the Bible and she was a whore, she was a whore. And they wanted to throw stones at her and kill her. And they went to Jesus and said, can we throw stones at her and kill her? And Jesus said, if you've never made a mistake, sure, go ahead, throw a stone and kill her. And no one can pick up a stone. Why? Because they have problems. No one can judge you because everyone has mistakes. Everyone. Judge me not. Can you look at me in the eyes and tell me that you have a reason to judge me? Are you that flawless? And can I look at you in the eyes and tell you that I have a reason to judge you? I look at my life, the things that I've done, the mistakes I've made. I can never judge you. But one thing I can do is love you. And the people out there who are judging you, erase that zero. And know that it doesn't determine your future or who you are. You're beautiful, you're wonderful, your mistakes can be changed. All you have to do is want to. And don't let those words, those many, many words, that cloud, it doesn't determine who you are, nor who you will be. Judge me not. Until next time, I love you so much.